Hi there. So the lighting is a little bit dimmer than usual because it's really cloudy because I'm pretty sure it's going to rain today. But this is the long-awaited full face eye makeup routine that I usually don't do because I'm still on summer vacation, so I'm just at home most of the time. But I do this once in a while when I go out, like to the mall or something, not to like the grocery store because it's like one trip that's kind of useless. But yeah, but once school starts, I'll probably be wearing this makeup routine every single day because I don't want people to see my acne. My skin was at a really bad point a month ago, and so now it's like 10 times better. Let me do like a mini update. So as you can see, it's just a bunch of scars right now. I have some bumps and some scabbing. Like here's some scabs up here, like around this area, but down here it's just all scars. And on this side, scab here, here, here. And on this side right here, there's a lot of scabbing, but over here is just scarring. And then on my forehead, it's pretty much a couple little bumps, and then the rest is scarring. So yeah, and here is the scabs as well, and up on my Cupid's bow arrow area, yeah, that's scarring too. So yeah, it's pretty much mostly gone. I just have a couple scabs and scars here and there, but it's 10 times better. So I will be doing an update in another month because I am switching up some of my products because I'm running out, and so I'm trying, and I'm incorporating some products to lighten scars as well. So I'm testing how that will go too. So moving back to the full face routine, I will say that this is not foolproof. Like for me, I live in a really, really hot area, so no matter what I do, my face will get shiny and oily. So I'm not sure how this will hold up in hot weather, but I'm pretty sure it'll hold up in cooler weather because I'm using pretty nice products, and I'm working with the products I have, so they may not necessarily be the best products or the best products to use together, but it's what I have and it's what I'm working with. And to me it looks cakey, but I don't really have the skill set to not make it look cakey. And so yeah, let's get started. So first and foremost, I need a bobby pin to clip back my bangs because they're obviously in my face. And so I just do a little one and then I move the rest back because that part my hair is still a little damp, so it's going to dent in a weird way if I don't do that. So now that my hair is out of my face, I have a clean, moisturized face with clean hands, well, pretty clean hands. I had to touch the camera, but first and foremost, I am going to put on lip balm, and this is the Bigelow's favorite lip balm, my favorite lip balm with 100% natural shea butter. And so you only need a little of this, and then that should just sit throughout the whole routine. And so then I'm going to put Peter Thomas Roth's Max Anti-Shine Mattifying Gel, and this is just basically like a primer for me and to help my oily face. So I'm mainly going to put this in the T-zone. I'm not going to put it on my cheeks where most of my acne is because I'm afraid it'll like break it out even more. Oh no, okay. So I work it in little by little. And I got this in my Birchbox, so I'm only going to use this up and then switch to the Neutrogena Shine Control Primer, which I recently bought, and I don't know how it worked. Well, it works, but I've heard some pretty nice things about the Shine Control line by Neutrogena. So I'm putting it on my cheeks right here because that's where I get really oily and shiny, and then on my nose as well. And since I'm not a professional, this makeup routine takes me like 45 minutes, and for school, obviously, that's not going to work out so well, so I'm trying to do it in maybe like 30 minutes or so, but I'm such a perfectionist, and I'm so like new to this that it's so hard for me to like do this really quickly without messing up or forgetting a step. And I usually lay out the products in order for my face actually, and then the eyes I know what to do, but for my face I'm still pretty new to it. And on days that I don't put a full face, all I do is put concealer and maybe and then some eye makeup. And eye makeup depends on the day on how lazy I am. So I pretty much put it in all the areas that I needed to. And you only need to use a little bit because it's pretty much like silicone. So that was that step. And then after that, I put on the Revlon Colorstay with Creme Makeup Foundation in 320 Warm Golden, and this is pretty raved about. I think it was like $12, but I had a coupon and I used it for that. The first time I used it, I just took what was on the lid, but now I use the pot. And what I do is I just take my finger, I take one finger and I put it in here, and then I dab my face with the product, mainly concentrating on the acne scarred areas. I use that one finger to blend it all out. And some people use their fingers for this foundation, some people use brushes. I'm personally not experienced with a brush to put my foundation on. And this color is about the right match. I'm a little darker than it because yet again, I live in a really hot, sunny place. Today it's not showing that it's very sunny, and I use one finger because it's gentle and you waste less product that way, because whenever you use foundation, you apply your foundation with any tool, you want to save as much foundation as possible, you know? Or at least that's what I've heard. I'm not quite sure. And then the places where I have my acne scarring, I try to be more gentle with it. And as you can see, the scabbing areas, they look more cakey than other areas because obviously there's scabs and they're not going to respond well to a bunch of product on my face. So yeah, I think I put too much. For me, foundation is just the purpose of evening out my skin tone. I mean, you can use it for full coverage, but I mean, there are places on my face that I don't need the coverage, you know? Like, it's just mainly my cheeks that I worry about, and with that, I just add on extra concealer. Okay, so, then I kind of move it towards my neck. And I know this is weird to just use one finger, like, that takes a lot longer than just putting it on like a moisturizer with all your other fingers, but I feel like that's such a waste, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm already wasting with this one finger. So after I feel like I've spread it out evenly on my face, with a Neutrogena Makeup Remover Cleansing Towelette. I don't like this for my face, so I basically just use it to clean my hands while I'm doing my makeup routine. So, oops. I have this here, and then I just wipe that one finger off, and I've saved a lot. I've only wasted that much, so that's pretty good, I'd say. I could use a brush, but I don't really have a good brush to put on the foundation with because it's really creamy. So with my e.l.f. powder brush, I have basically all e.l.f. brushes, some Sonia Kashuk, but I'm using this. I'm going to buff it out, kind of, and it's clean. I just cleaned it this weekend, so. Okay, so with my scarred areas, I'm going to add a little teeny bit more, just so that I don't need to use a lot of concealer. But the concealer I have is pretty full coverage, so that's nice too. Okay, now I'm going to do my under eye concealer, and I use the Neutrogena Healthy Skin 3-in-1 concealer for the eyes, and this is in the color Light. It's a really thick concealer, so you don't need that much. Like, this is all you need. I don't have terrible like bags, but I have terrible like dark outer corners for some reason. But whenever I try and put like an under eye concealer, I think it brings out the blueness of my bags, so that's not pleasant, but I do it anyways. Next is my heavy duty concealer, and that is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge Heavy Duty Concealer in the color Tan, and this is the third color, which is the darkest color. They only have 3 shades. This is $6 at Walmart, and you get 0.71 ounces. And I will say that you have to be careful with this product because it is such heavy duty. You only need a little bit, and it is kind of easy to get cakey. And it's kind of not my skin tone. It's a little more like orangey, brownie, but I blend it out very well. So I just use my fingers to kind of help melt it into my skin. Concealing is one of the longest parts of my routine because it's just, I have lots of scars and I try to be careful not to look cakey with it, although I end up making it look cakey. So I just pretty much concealed it. I think I went a little overboard today because it looks really cakey, and you can still see the blue tones of the scarring. I think I'm just gonna have to lighten the scars first before actually achieving a really nice, flawless routine. But that's going to take a really long time. But for now, this is really nice, in my opinion. You can see where the bumps are actually on my face now. But I can't do anything about that. And so now, to kind of protect my hard work of concealing, I'm going to set my powder with the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in Transparent. And I got this for like $4, I think, because I had a coupon. So again, I'm going to take my e.l.f. powder brush, and I basically just use it because it's a flat top and it doesn't like move around the powder because I'm afraid it's going to move my concealer. So I just take a little bit and gently pat it in, concentrating on the areas where I concealed. Now concentrating on my T-zone. And I don't bring any of this makeup with me. Like, I don't touch up during the day because I think that's just a little bit too much. I don't know. If my makeup looks ruined, I'll try and think of something on the spot or something. I don't know. I think it's a little lighter than my actual skin tone, you know. But I have it and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to buy another foundation that's a little darker so I can like mix it with the lighter foundations I have. But yeah, it's not really as yellow toned as my skin actually is. So now I'm going to put on blush. I don't really like bronzer. Like, I have bronzers. I have 2 bronzers, but I don't really use them because, I don't know, I don't feel like I need to contour, and I don't really want to contour because that's just like an extra step. But the blush I'm using is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Doll Face, and this is a mini version that I got at Ulta with the matching Park Avenue Princess bronzer. So it's very small. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Kabuki Face Brush and just swirl it in here and apply a little on my cheeks just for a nice natural flush, nothing really dramatic. So I've put on my blush, and if I feel like my blush is a little too much, I will go back with my powder brush and kind of just powder over it, if that makes sense. I don't like my blush to look like too much, like it's unnatural. So, yeah. And now moving on to my eyes and brows and then lips. So I'm going to do my eyebrows. And this is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. And I'm just going to use the gel side. And I don't use the powder because it's too light for me. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. small angled brush, and I'm going to take that gel and then just lightly fill in my brows. And that's pretty much it for the gel part. And then going in with my Lancome, I don't know what the name of this palette is. I'm pretty sure it's really old. But I'm going to take this grayish brown color right here, taupe color. Okay, and then I come back to my brows if I need to intensify them a little more, but this is pretty much as natural as I like it. And then now, moving on to my eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Palladio Herbal Eyeshadow Primer. I don't really like this primer. I have tons of other primers, like I have the e.l.f. eyelid primer that I'm trying out. I don't really know what to say about this yet. I have the NYX Dremel Eye Pencil in Milk. I haven't tried this yet. I have the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo in Barely Beige. I haven't tried this yet either. I'm really excited to try it though. But this is what I've been doing whenever I have been putting on my eye makeup. So, it has a doe foot applicator, which is really nice. And I really like slather on this product, because I feel like there's not enough on the doe foot, you know. I think that's a lot. And then you blend it out with your fingers. It has a light, creamy feel, if that makes sense. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, but I'm going to continue with my eyes. Okay, now I'm going to take this color again and kind of just deepen it in the outer thirds. Kind of taking the tip of the brush because it's tapered and just lightly darkening it. Okay. And now I'm going to blend it out with my Sonia Kashuk fluffy eyeshadow brush, I think. And just blend it out with no color on it. And then I'm going to take my very cheap e.l.f. What is this called? The Defining Eye Brush, and it's just like this. And I'm going to take this light creamy color right here, and I'm going to kind of apply that as a highlight. And then also kind of add it in the crease area, just a little bit, with my C brush. I'm going back with the gold color and just fixing it up, any part up that kind of got messed up by the brown. Just kind of blending it over into that color. And then fix any fallout you have, and that's basically it. It's really simple and neutral. The only defining part is the gold in the inner corner, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on that, so that's a really nice way to kind of brighten your eyes and just add a little bit more depth into your eyes. So definitely try that out. And so now I'm going to do my my tight line. I do a tight line. I don't really line the upper lashes. I do a tight line on the upper lashes, if that makes sense. So I'm using the NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in Brown Perfection. And it's just a really nice dark deep brown, and it's a really creamy pencil, so you have to be really careful about that, getting that in your lashes and stuff. But I did recently sharpen it, and so I'm going to lift my eyes because that's the easiest way for me to do it. I do a tight line because I don't really know how to line my upper lashes. So I just do a tight line, and it's really a creamy pencil. So it's really easy to use. And it really kind of darkens to a really dark black. So yeah, it just adds a little bit more depth to your eyes, if you can tell. If you can tell, I can tell. Okay, and then doing the same to the other eye. And then, now, lining my lower lashes, I used the Wet n Wild Idle Eyes Cream Shadow Pencil in Pixie. It's this really fat, short pencil. And this is like $2, and I just line my lower waterline. And then take that into my inner corner as a highlight. Okay. And then, now, moving on to my mascara, I'm going to use the Revlon Eyelash Curler. It's not my favorite, but I use it and I have it. And now I'm using my Revlon Grow Luscious Plumping Mascara in black. And this is the not waterproof version. I don't really use waterproof mascara. And I like this to add volume to my lashes. So, can you see the difference? And I don't put mascara on my lower lashes because I feel like my lashes cling together when I open and close my eyes, and that really bothers me. And I just find a hard time getting those really small hairs. And I think I would have to use waterproof for that, and I don't really want to use waterproof mascara. So I just basically do my upper lashes, and I like it like that. It really defines my eyes without going overboard with like completely black look. So now I think the last thing is this CoverGirl eyeshadow in Champagne, and I'm going to use this as a highlight on, and I'm just going to use my fingers, the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow area, and then on my cheeks a little, and then on my brow bone. In my opinion, like my eyes, I really like my eye makeup, but I just don't like my foundation routine, kind of, like, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it, I don't know how to do it. If you have any tips on how to make your face not look cakey, and like how to deal with like acne scabs and how to conceal acne scabbing areas, that would be a really great tip, because I'm always trying to find that like magical routine that does that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, unless you want to like touch up your eyebrows, but I'm okay with them. It's pretty much what I would do, and it looks really cakey in my opinion, but it just helps to even out my skin tone and conceal those acne scars, although people can still see that I have acne scarring. I hope you guys like it. I don't know, it's just what I've found in the products that I have, basically. Oh, and last thing is the lipstick. And the lipstick, or like any like lip balm or lip tint, the lip product I'm going to use is the NYX lipstick in Tea Rose 628, and it looks like this. And this is like $4, which is really cheap for a lipstick, but you don't really get that much product. But it's just this like pretty pink, mauvey pink color, I guess. So now that the lip balm has settled in, I'm going to put this on. I've been really loving this whenever I want to wear a lip product, and I have tons of lip products, so yeah, that's pretty much it for my makeup routine. I really hate the cakey part, but it's what I deal with, and my bangs are very bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this routine as much as I kind of like making it, and I know it's really long, and just you could do it much faster than I can, but this is just what I can do with my abilities. So yeah, it's pretty cakey. I really like my eye makeup, but I just don't like where my scars are, that they're really bumpy and scabby, and just concealer does not do it justice. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this routine. It's really not foolproof, but I just wanted to share it with you guys since some people requested it, and I have been promising it for quite a bit. So thank you for watching, and I will try to do more makeup videos in the future. I don't really do much with makeup, although I do buy a lot of makeup. I don't really know how to use it, and I just don't really like to change things up if I know something works pretty well. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!